Hey, today I am doing day number 8. And let's see here, let's check out. We're going to do this we're going to start out at 2. And so we're just starting this out right now. And here's something that's interesting. The Pulsox is 95. The beats per minute is 98. So that's me starting out, which is kind of high. And the only thing I can think of is that, I've had to run around this morning. So I had to run to the office. I had to get some things done and then run back here. I don't know. Is that enough to do it? Who knows? But so we're starting out pretty low on the Pulsox, and I took yesterday off. So day number 7 was the day before yesterday. And then we have today, day number 8. Now, what I had noticed after day number 7, so I'd worked out 2 days in a row, is that evening, you could kind of feel like my lower legs, my shins and feet were a little bit cold, and they kind of got that little tingling sensation that you get if you know about neuropathy, or if you know about getting a little bit of frostbite, kind of like that. And I was thinking, well, that's probably not good. And the next day, my lower legs, when I woke up, they were really stiff. They didn't move. They just moved weird. So, that's 2 days in a row working out. Not really working out for you who do work out, but, for those of us experiencing this. And then yesterday, so I wake up, they're stiff. And then I started walking around, and then everything worked again. So what's the deal with that? What they're saying from that research is that our muscles create this waste, and that waste they dump into the muscle tissues, and then it just has to be removed from that. And what they're saying is that if you do slow workouts, that should help your body recreate your muscle tissues, so you get more of those slow twitch muscles that you need to do like marathons. So what the research said is that for some reason your body's making all these fast twitch muscles, which are muscles that you need for sudden spurts of energy, like sudden weightlifting or, sprints. And in Health Hub, now they didn't say in the report why they think that's happening, but I think there's science out there that points to why that's happening. So, I've started to highlight that they don't seem to like it here on YouTube when I start connecting the dots. So that's in Health Hub. So if you're curious, I have the science there, and you can, check it out and see what they have there. The one thing that I noticed is I took yesterday off because my legs were feeling really weirdly stiff, and it was the muscles that were stiff. It wasn't the joints. It was like the muscles just weren't moving. And then as I started walking and moving around, everything worked just fine. In Chinese medicine, again, that's phlegm in the body, and why moving suddenly makes everything feel better is because by doing slow walking around, it causes the muscles to expand and contract and push that crap out of the muscle cells. So it's, there's things that happen that support this research study from a Chinese medical perspective. So today we're walking again, and the walking started out, my Pulsox isn't that good, and so I don't know, we'll just see how we do, okay? This is good news. So At 7 minutes, we're at, let me show you here, 98 and 111, but the pulse is at 98. So I like that. That looks good to me. And that again is the same thing that I noticed yesterday. As soon as I started moving around and getting those muscles to expand and contract, it seems to move that phlegm out, and then all of a sudden the oxygen's better. But I'm still only doing 2 miles per hour at an incline of 5. I just hit 10 minutes, and my Pulsox is varying between 96 and 98. So, of course, it's not doing that right now, but I'm going to try taking this up just a little bit. I'm going to try taking it up to maybe, let's see here. Sorry about the bouncing. Okay, we're at 2.4, okay? So let's try that. You know, right now it's still staying at 96. We'll see if that stays for very long, okay? Yay, my Pulsox went up to 97, but it was down to 95, and so, you know, I was worried that I was going to have to reduce how fast I was going. Now the thing is they say that you want to exercise and not create all this inflammation. Because when you create all that inflammation, you're creating more waste that dumps into your muscles. And all that waste has to get pushed out of your muscles and processed through your body. And that's where we have a problem. Our body, I don't know, I guess it's supposed to have our muscle fibers evenly distributed between slow, fast, and hybrids of slow, fast. But what's been happening is that our muscle fibers have been changing to all this fast, anaerobic, you know, burst of energy muscles. So it ends up creating a lot more oxidative stress in your body than if you had just normal muscles. So, you know, when I showed you my CRP, I mean, my CRP for me was super high, and that really bothered me. I couldn't for the life of me figure out what was causing that CRP to be so high, and this makes sense, right? It's causing so much inflammation in your body. So you want to keep the inflammation low, because the theory is if you're keeping the inflammation low, then you're moving your muscles, encouraging them to rebuild, but not moving them so much that they're creating all this waste product, and that waste product gets stuck in the muscle fibers, and it seems that waste product being stuck in muscle fibers even makes oxygen uptake worse. So I talk about that also in Health Hub. You know, what could be some of the long-term consequences? And I mean, I just think this study was just amazing. I mean, what it opened up and what it showed, and the potential hypotheses that come off of that fit with so many things that we're seeing today. So I'd love to talk about it here, but you know, right now, in the last 10 months that I've been talking about this, they've switched where my channel's getting served up from 70% US, Canada, and UK to now 70% Eastern Bloc countries. So there seems to be a language barrier in the Eastern Bloc countries, and that has impacted hours watched. It's impacted subs. So if you're watching in the US and Canada, if you could hit the like and subscribe, hopefully by doing that, it overrides whatever they've done to the algorithm and starts getting me back into the United States, but who knows, maybe not. So I'm trying to figure out, how often can I work? When can I start increasing my workouts? When I went into the high desert, I was working out every day. And it wasn't, I probably felt something like the last hike that I did at 5,000 feet. I was doing like maybe 800 feet elevation change. I probably felt something then, but when I got on my way back home, when I hit 7,000 feet, that's where it just went sideways. So I already was getting some buildup in the muscle tissues. Didn't know it at the time, but I was already getting some buildup in the muscle tissues. And it seems like going up to that higher elevation just made it anaerobic enough to just blow my body's little mind out of the water. And things went super sideways. And that's what got me to the initial video talking about, okay, here's this cool research report. Here's what I did. Here's what I'm thinking. Okay, there we are at 19 and a half minutes. And so, let's see here. That's at 96 and 115. So actually, I'm not doing too bad today. I'm still at 2.4. So we're almost done with the 20 minutes. I do feel like I could go a lot further. And I'm kind of debating that because, every time I feel like I can go further or want to go further, it seems to work out well for me. I don't know. Let's see. I'll just go a little bit further and see what happens. Now, I kind of mentioned that every once in a while I'll get these little twinges here. They used to be a lot bigger. So back in April 2023, they used to be a lot bigger. And I swear, I was like, I'm having a heart attack. Was that just a heart attack? And now they're really small. So I've gotten a couple of them right here again, which is about where your heart is. And, the last time that happened, it worked out really well for my oxygen sats and for my beats per minute. I'm at about 23 minutes right now. And I can tell you that twinge has not changed anything. I'm still doing about 95, 120. So overall, 96. So between 95 and 97 again. The beats per minute are not as high as they were the other day. They're at 125, so that's good. Should we go wild here? Take that up another 0.2 of a point or 0.3 of a point? What the heck? Okay, we're at 2.7. When you work out and, if you love working out and you start getting into your groove and all of a sudden the endorphins hit and you feel like you're floating, everything's just smooth and everything just wants to keep on going. Yeah, it's not that at all. In fact, I can feel part of the quads, the outside third of the quads. They feel really sluggy. So that's kind of a bummer. And there we went down. We're down to 94, so I'm going to take it back down. I'm going to go all the way down to 2. And I'm just going to walk this out to keep the muscle moving, to move that waste product out of the muscles. So today wasn't a great day, but it was a day. You know, I did 25 minutes now, and at 25 minutes we're back at 95, 96. There, it's 96. Yeah, it's been flipping now back between those two. The beats per minute is going down. So I'm going to give this just a little bit of time to move all that waste out of the body. And, you know, I might even take it down just a little bit more. I took it down to 1.6. So I'm still moving, so I'm still causing those muscles to expand and contract and slowly push that stuff out of the body. But hopefully I'm not causing more glycolysis, more buildup of waste in the muscles. So this isn't a good day. My oxygen levels just went back down to 94, and now they're back up to 96. So now we're flexing between 94 and 96. So that kind of bums me out. There it is, 94 again. So you see why I keep that Pulsox with me? Because I can kind of feel it in my body, but you know how we don't listen to ourselves like all the time? So I keep the Pulsox with me so that somebody else is telling me what's going on. Okay, I'm kind of bummed. I was hoping that by taking this down, things would change up, and you know, I'm almost at 30 minutes now, and you can see I'm still doing 95 for my oxygen level, 112 beats per minute, which that's good. That's at now 30 minutes. So the beats per minute look really good. The oxygen level is not that great, and so I don't know. We'll have to see where we go from here. But this is the 8th day on the treadmill, and that's what I'm seeing. Ooh, yay, just went up to 96. And the beats per minute went down to 110, so that's not bad, huh? It's not bad at all. I was hoping to get it back up to 97, but I guess that's not going to happen. Okay, until next time, I'll catch you on the other side.